Okay. So a lot of times, again, because I'm constantly meeting with entrepreneurs, even if they're in the very early stages of trying to figure out, I want to start my own business. Do I know what that looks like yet? No. And I'm not sure if I want to start from scratch or buy something, but whatever that is, I'm just ready to go. And even if they've already gone through, like, I've set up my son biz and I've got my EIN, I'm ready.
Right.
Your advice to, again, someone looking to start a business or to even acquire one, at what point of the process is the best time to seek someone like you to help them navigate that process as an attorney, as a part of their team?
At the beginning.
Yeah, say it again for people in the back.
A little louder for the people in the back.
Yes, say it again.
Exactly. So, I mean, honest to goodness, in the beginning, we're so small, we can't afford a whole bunch of money for really expensive retainers.
And those are real concerns that I hear. They're too expensive.
Yes. And that's true. It can be a little pricey, but not having counsel at the beginning is more expensive.
There you go.
Than what you would pay to get started and to have the advice that you need. And it's interesting. I saw an interview not too long ago. I just happened to see an interview come up, and it was an entertainer, and she was saying how when she started out in entertainment, she said, "Get lawyers, get lawyers." She's like, "Whatever you do." And she's like, because there are papers you are signing.
That's right.
And you don't know what they mean.
That's
and people are signing this and they're thinking, okay, it's fine. I just want I just want to get started. I'm ready. Just like you said, like, I don't know what it looks like, but I just know I want to get going.
Yeah.
And that can be a very expensive mistake to make. And so we will talk with clients from the very beginning. We help them with their considering what type of tax strategies to keep in mind. And we sit at the table with their CPA. And we say, it's one of the big things I'll say is that corporate should never be making decisions in a vacuum, corporate counsel.
I love that. I've never heard anyone say that. I love that.
And accountants should never be making decisions in a vacuum either. Like, we have to come together and we have to talk, because what makes sense from a legal perspective may be very expensive from a tax perspective. And what makes sense from a tax perspective may be extreme exposure in terms of a legal perspective. And so when we sit down and we talk together, we look through all the details and we're able to give the client the very best of what they need, because we're all talking and we're all communicating together. And then we also will sit and talk with you, for example, and say, okay, what is this deal looking like? What are some of the concerns? What are the feel you're getting from the other side? And that's something that we take into account as legal counsel when we're drafting the agreements. Because if you're sitting in the room and you're picking up on the fact that maybe there's some tension between family members or between potential owners, we can say from the legal counsel perspective, we want to put a clause in there that's going to prevent issues coming up. So the ability to review books and records, or the ability to stay on as a consultant as a particular period of time. So things like that that are, I'd say, really important. But absolutely, from the very, very beginning, make the investment. You won't regret it. Just make sure that you vet your counsel and make sure that they're a good fit for what you're looking to do, that they have some pretty good reviews, that people have liked working with them, that they seem knowledgeable and interested in your business. And I'd say you do very well. So
there you go. I love that, and I love the point you make about, yes, it may cost you in dollars up front, but one mistake, that would have been a drop in the bucket compared to what it's costing you now to either fix a problem or try to get you out of a problem.
Oh, yes.
Right.
We've worked with clients that have come to us after the fact. Sometimes they've set up their structure with the state improperly, just not knowing. They've set up a whole different type of entity than they meant to do so. Or maybe they had bought into a business that they didn't do proper due diligence on the company that they purchased from, and it was a scam, and then the group disappears, and then now we're trying to recover money back from them. So there's so many things to keep in mind, and it's well worth it every day and twice on Sunday to just have the protection, the counsel, the guidance. There's saying that there's wisdom in a multitude of counsel, and I'm a big believer in that. So.